Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my content is mostly fragrance review videos, fashion and lifestyle videos as well. So please do consider subscribing if that sounds like something that you are interested in. I also want to acknowledge my returning subscribers. Thank you for always patronizing this channel. I appreciate you coming here always and supporting me. Now, I am here with a fragrance review video. I am so excited. You won't believe what I found, okay? Don't worry about the box. I know the box looks so familiar. I'm not here to talk about the box per se. I'm here to talk about what's in the box, okay? However, I'm going to show you. This is a Maison Alhambra 2021 release, and the fragrance is called Anarch, okay? Anarch, okay? Now, Maison Alhambra is obviously a subsidiary of Lattafa for those that follow my channel. It is part of Lattafa. Now, I'm going to open it and show you what's inside, okay? This is the fragrance that we're here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm here to talk about Maison Alhambra's Anarch. Okay, now I'll tell you why I'm so excited. You will know obviously in the next few minutes. Let me take this perfume out of here, okay? There it is. It was sitting in there. Beautiful, really heavy bottle. It's sunken in there, okay? I didn't actually check whether this is 100 mils or 80. I'm not sure, but at the moment it doesn't matter. I will insert it, okay? I'll insert whether it's 100 or an 80 ml, okay? This is how it looks, guys, okay? I don't care much for the tassel, but I just like how the bottle is so heavy, and like I said, it's sunken in there, all right? So obviously it's not, the contents are not, coming from the bottom all the way to the top. The style of the bottle is like this. Now, I'm going to spray it on a piece of paper. Reason why I'm spraying it on a piece of paper is not because I do not like it, but because I'm already wearing my fragrance of the day. That is one. And two, if I spray this is eternal. If I spray it here, I'll probably smell like this for the next 2 months. So I'm just going to spray it on a piece of paper instead. Okay, so there you have it. There you have it. Okay, that's a beautiful sprayer there. The atomizer, I love the atomizer, okay? This is one that I really don't need to wait for it to dry before I can start telling you the notes or anything like that, because I'm already in the scent bubble at the moment, okay? Because it is that strong, okay? The top has got jasmine, bergamot, ylang ylang, and some grass. And then in the mid, you are to expect your pear blossom, lily, peach, some violet leaves, some heliotrope, damasak rose. And then in the base, it's got that golden vanilla, the amber woods, okay? And then it's got some sugar, the ebony woods, not amber woods. It's got some ebony wood. It does have some amber as well, okay? I was just trying, I had to correct that. And then it's got your sugar, your cashmere woods, your coconut, and some tonka bean. So this, to me, is a sweet, fruity, woodsy, oriental, floral, okay? So this is like a white floral. It's got a lot of florals there, but it is sweet, okay? So this is going to catch the eye or the nose of those people that like sweet fragrances, okay? So Anarch by Maison Alhambra is, I don't know how they do this. This is just beautiful. But anyway, let me just go into the actual fragrance itself. This opens up with that deep, rich aroma of ylang ylang, okay? That's what I get. And that is mixed with something in there that feels green. Of course, there is some grass in there, so I would attribute the greenness to the grass, okay? Earthy as well, and a touch of some citrus. So it is important, like I said, to note that there is bergamot in here. So I'm not surprised that it feels citrusy in the top as well, okay? Now, as I continue to sniff here, I'm now getting something that feels a bit custardy, okay? There is something in here that feels custardy, but I would also attribute that to ylang ylang, because ylang ylang does give off like a custardy, creamy, sometimes banana-y, almost honey-like feel, okay? So it does feel, it does feel really yummy, like something that you would eat at this stage. And this is in the opening, okay? And then enters the peach, right? Immediately after, you will start to sniff the peach. You may already feel this peach, like even in the top, because the peach is quite dominant in here. So enters the peach mixed with those florals, a lot of florals. Like I said, there's some jasmine in here, a lot of white florals, okay? And at this point, I started to feel, when I opened it and I sprayed it for the first time, I started to feel, why did they call this, or why did they say this is unisex? Because at that point, you will be convinced that, no, this is feminine, okay? And this is like within the opening to about maybe 30-45 minutes. It does feel pretty feminine, girly, sweet, and beautiful. But this is one of those fragrances that really makes that U-turn. So you've got to wait for it, okay? This is one fragrance that you need maybe to let it sit before you make your conclusion. So if you're purchasing fragrances, this is another tip. If you're purchasing fragrances and you're there in the moment at the shop or something, you know, it's actually advisable that you spray a fragrance, whether on yourself or on your cart, and then you go and then you give it like an hour and then you come back. This is a definition of why you should this particular fragrance, because like I said, in the opening to 30 minutes leading to 45 minutes, it does really feel girly to a point where there is nothing unisex about it. However, wait for it, okay? Right. Now, after this 45 minutes, it takes a turn, okay? It takes a turn. The woods start to weigh in, okay? So you will start to feel that oakiness, okay? The oakiness that is given off by that cashmere wood starts to, you start to feel that in the 45 minute mark to an hour plus, okay? This is going to be the heart or the base of the fragrance. That's what to expect. It starts to feel woodsy, okay? So expect a bit of oak there, a deep, rich vibe, a distinct, rich, resinous feel of the ebony wood enters as well, okay? But at the same time, the citrusy punch carries through. So this bergamot really stands its grounds here. So it still carries that citrusiness. However, the Cashmerean woods also give off something that feels citrusy. But I'd like to think it's the bergamot as well, that it really carries this presence from the top all the way to the end of this fragrance. So there is going to be a heavy feel of citruses in here, but this is by no means, an aquatic fragrance. I'm not saying it's an aquatic fragrance. It's airy. There is some citruses there, but like I said, it turns then to be heavy in those woods, okay? That is what you will carry through, okay? And then the violet leaves that are in there as well, I think in the mid, also makes this fragrance start, they give this fragrance something that feels a bit soapy. Okay, so that is what to expect. Again, it's got that citrusiness, a bit of some soapiness, a lot of woods in there, but the sweetness is still there. It is a sweet fragrance, so don't worry. For those who like sweet fragrances, it doesn't turn sour or anything. The sweetness clings on, from start to finish. But there are those violet leaves that are going to give it off something that feels a bit soapy. If it's not the violet, it's the jasmine. And then, there's going to be that citrusiness. And at this point, it kind of, and this is after the hour mark, when you're wearing it, there are moments where it's going to feel a bit screechy, okay? That's what I got. It started to feel screechy. It now, presented itself as that unisex scent. You will understand why it's unisex, because this is going to be like a turning point for some people that don't like unisex fragrances. They will feel as though it's now getting a bit too masculine, something along those lines. So it kind of shares, both. But the prettiness you will experience in the hour or so. After that, it really leans more, masculine than anything else. But not too heavy on the masculineness, because it does have that sweetness, okay? And then I guess this is why, at this point they threw in the coconut as well, the perfumers, because there is some coconut in here, some coconut and some amber, probably to smoothen or to soften, that screechiness, okay? Because there is something there that's going to feel a bit creamy as well, that is as you wear it, in whether it's the 4, 5, 6, 8 hour mark, I don't know, because like I said, this is going to be your overly sweet, woodsy, citrusy, screechy, pungent, non-relenting, unapologetic, eternal vibe kind of scent, okay? It's really versatile, but while it's all this, it maintains its classiness. So I always have a subscriber, Chipo. She comes on my channel. She actually requested that I do 10 chippies with the beast mode. I will include this one for you, Chipo. This is a recommendation to people like you. She likes her fragrance to announce itself before people see her. Smell me before you see me. This is going to be one of those. This is eternal. This is going to be your value for your money. Every drop here is it's going to give you more than you expect. And this is the reason why I sprayed it on a piece of paper as opposed to spraying it on myself, because this is one of those that you need to be committed to. Okay, Maison Alhambra outdid themselves with this one. Now, obviously, looking at the box, okay, at the beginning of this video, I didn't want to spoil things for some people. Looking at this box, if you've used Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, you'll know they come in this sort of packaging. Okay, I'm going to put the base there. Okay, they come in this packaging. So it's, it's kind of no-brainer that this fragrance is inspired by one of the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. Now, the question is which one, okay? Now, based or going on the notes, this is going to be inspired by Andromeda, okay? Because all the notes of this fragrance that are listed on the Maison Alhambra website versus what you get on Tiziana Terenzi's Andromeda are exactly to the T. Now, why I'm saying I'm likening it based on notes versus having used it myself is because I haven't used Andromeda, okay? But what I have used, that was enough to convince me that for sure this must be, this is definitely an inspiration from the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. It's obviously one, the box, and secondly, I have used Kirk before, okay? Tiziana Terenzi have got a fragrance called Kirk, okay? I've used that one before. This has got similar vibes to Kirk, but it's not like Kirk because this is less sweet. If you've used Tiziana Terenzi's Kirk, you know it's super sweet. It is a thick, sweet fragrance. This one, is a lighter. It feels like a cousin. It's citrusy. It's lighter. It's airy in as much as it's screechy. It's got that crispness that you won't find from Tiziana Terenzi's Kirk. So this, I think it's, along the lines of Andromeda based on the notes. So for those who wanted to know what it is, it's inspired by, there you have it. And in terms of where you can purchase, I think if you're in the UK, Aroma Concepts, okay, they are the distributor for Lattafas and so on. So if you go on that website, you should be able to pick this one for a song, okay, which is good news for those who want to save their money. So that's what I had for you today, guys. I was talking about Anarch or Anarchy or Anarch. I don't know how it's pronounced. Because obviously it's a Middle Eastern word, okay, by Maison Alhambra. And Maison Alhambra is a subsidiary of Lattafa. I hope you found this review helpful. Please let me know in the comment section if you have used this fragrance. It's a 2021 composition. That's why I was so happy to bring you this one, okay? Do remember to like, comment, subscribe. Share this video if you want to share it. And turn on post notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. The name is CeeChronicles. Please do stay safe, stay blessed, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.